Hey, thanks for checking out the video. If you all like it, please like and subscribe, and hope you all enjoy it. Have a great rest of the day.
Well, this is a ANPPN-1A drop zone radar beacon. It's a first generation automated direction finder, and its sole purpose was to guide aircraft. You can use it in a variety of different roles. Paratroopers use it to guide aircraft to drop zones, and OSS special operations folks use it to guide bombing aircraft for night bombing missions. It is a 30-pound device that is 3 boxes essentially. You have your battery box, and you have your power supply and your transmitter. The battery box carried 3 dry cell batteries that you actually needed an electrolyte solution to fill up in order to get the batteries to work. Which is cool because it actually has a battery indicator on the batteries, so it lets you know how full of charge the batteries are based on colored floating balls, which were in the batteries themselves. Got a picture of that here somewhere. That's the detonator for the self-destruct device. Like in the event that the drop zone was canceled or overrun, they could destroy the device and get off the drop zone.
I think that would be back here, right?
That's that red cap right there on the back.
Huh. It is pretty darn cool.
It is the first page of it's actually the destruction notice of what to do to prevent capture. And that's what it's set up.
Overall, okay. That's pretty darn fascinating. Now, as far as the detonation part, how big was the detonation?
Very small. It was only small enough of an explosive charge. You gotta remember, this is pre-transistor radios. This is all glass tubes, vacuum tube technology. So you only really needed it to be strong enough to shatter the glass tubes inside the device to render the device unusable without replacing the tubes, which you couldn't get. So you would do that, and then you would smash the remaining tubes and then set it on fire to make it unusable and then bury it. It's all lined out in the destruction TM. I call it the 4 Bs: the blow it, bean it, burn it, bury it.
That's interesting. Well, that's one way to do it.
Oh yeah, it's a wild thing. And here's a circuit diagram of the interior if you wanted to see that.
Yeah, what was the range on something like this?
So they would turn it on. They would only turn it on once they heard aircraft in the air, because this could be direction found. They wanted it operating as minimally as possible. So about 15 miles out from your objective, they would start hopefully transmitting, and this would get you to within about 2 miles of the objective. At that point, the pilot and aircraft commander are looking out the windows, looking for visual signals on the ground indicating that drop zone so they can navigate to it visually. At night for D-Day, it was lights. There were like emergency runway lights that were put on tripods that they would put in shapes and colors depending on the drop zone. So for drop zone O for the 505th outside of St. Mary Glees, it was green. So green teams. You had 3 teams per drop zone. The drop zone was for a regiment, and each battalion's put a team forward for that regiment. So 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Battalion. A pathfinder is essentially a beachmaster of a drop zone, of a landing area. A beachmaster's job is to tell everybody where to go once they get off the beach, because their commanders have come to the beachmaster and said, hey, I'm setting up my command post over there by that building. So when everybody gets off their landing craft and approaches the beachmaster, say, hey, I'm in 3rd Battalion. Oh, 3rd Battalion's over there. Go, get off my beach. You make room for the people behind me. Drop zone's the same way. You land, you take your parachute off, you grab your rifle, you go over to where the pathfinders are. Hey, I'm in 1st Battalion. Okay, well, I talked to 1st Battalion's commander when he landed, because he came to me and told me, hey, your headquarters is over there. Look for the blue lantern in the tree. And that's how they would do that. They would actually use a lantern, a color-coded lantern, to mark their assembly area. And for the 505th, it was a green lantern corresponding. For daylight operations, they would use air panels.
Hospital. Make a path. Medic!
Medic!